Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into architecting the hidden escape, modern strategies for career resilience. Look, we're talking about a trap that is just perfectly disguised as security. You know the deal. You give a company 10 years of loyalty, you show up early, stay late, and you feel completely safe, right? All thanks to that predictable salary. But here's the thing, relying entirely on one single source of income is actually a massive vulnerability. So let's break down this dangerous illusion of the safe career and figure out how we can build some invisible, modern career resilience. Just imagine it. You're doing everything right. You're maxing out your 401k, keeping your head down, and then bam! One random Tuesday, the economy shifts. An email goes out, and you literally watch people who gave 2 decades of their life to the company get walked out the door with nothing but a cardboard box. It's brutal, and that cardboard box imagery, it's terrifying because it is so real. Your only lifeline can literally be cut without a single warning.
You see, from the time we're kids, society drills this specific formula into our heads. Work hard, follow the rules, get a good job, and life will magically work out, right? Well, actually, scratch that. The old formula is quietly keeping incredibly smart people broke. Why? Simply because it relies entirely on blind trust in an institution rather than, actually building your own personal armor.
Which brings us to Section 1, Generation X's hard lesson. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it proves the rules of corporate safety can change entirely without warning. Just look at the paradigm shift that completely shattered an entire generation's trust over 3 decades. Gen X grew up in the 1980s, right? Watching their parents deposit paychecks from the exact same company for 15 years, totally secure with guaranteed pensions. The formula made total sense back then. But when they went out and followed those exact same rules, they were hit right in the face by the 2000 dot-com bust. And then, again, by the 2008 financial crisis.
The crazy part is, these employees did everything absolutely right, but the impact was just devastating. Home values cratered, 401ks were cut in half, and those so-called safe jobs, they vanished overnight. The system literally changed the game right in front of them, and there was absolutely nothing they could do about it.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, the defensive pessimism mindset. This whole systemic betrayal forces us into a psychological shift. We call it defensive pessimism. Basically, it's a psychological shift where you don't blindly trust your company, but instead assume things will go wrong and prepare obsessively. You see, you stop assuming your company's going to take care of you. You can't control massive corporate layoffs, but you absolutely can control whether you're relying solely on them for your survival. And this brilliantly illustrates the divide here. Society tells the middle class that a steady paycheck is the ultimate safety net. But a true financial stoic, they view a single paycheck like a king who only has one fort. Think about it. You might feel incredibly powerful inside those walls, but you're completely ruined the absolute second you face your first attack.
Let's look at a historical solution in Section 3, Machiavelli's Rule of Rivers.
500, and I really want that number to sink in for a second. That is how many years ago the foundation of this survival strategy was laid out. Yep, the guy famous for ruthless 16th century politics, Niccolo Machiavelli, he actually had some of the ultimate personal finance advice. Who knew?
He said, "You must turn one stream into many rivers. A wise person never makes themselves entirely dependent on one source or one master." We've really got to rewire our brains here, guys. We have to stop viewing multiple income streams as some flashy entrepreneurial dream reserved for hustle culture. Multiple rivers are absolute necessary financial insurance.
So let's get into the execution. Section 4, Building Your Financial Armor.
Understanding the strategy is only half the battle, right? How do we actually execute this? Well, step 1, keep your safe 9-to-5 salary. Please do not recklessly quit your job to take some massive gamble. Instead, move to step 2, plant seeds on nights and weekends. And step 3 is ensuring those rivers work independently. The modern Stoic builds an escape tunnel, while intentionally keeping the main exit wide open.
So, what do those seeds actually look like in the real world? Well, you could use your existing skills to start a consulting gig, or maybe build a digital product, or even save up to buy an income-producing rental property. The entire goal here is to build an independent system. So if a layoff suddenly dries up your main river, no sweat. These new branches keep right on flowing.
Over time, your wealth stops being a fragile paycheck and transforms into an unbreakable system. Society loves to push the illusion of wealth, right? Driving a Ferrari, bragging about a fancy corporate title on LinkedIn. But true wealth? It's the quiet, invisible armor you build. It's sleeping peacefully at night knowing that absolutely no boss, no layoff, and no economic crash can ever destroy your family.
It really ultimately comes down to this core idea: true wealth is trusting your own competence over corporate loyalty. When you finally internalize this, it's a real game changer. You shift entirely from playing defense to playing offense.
I want to leave you with one thought today. What is one quiet income stream or new river that you are going to start building this week? Seriously, don't wait for the cardboard box. Apply defensive pessimism, trust your own competence, and start building your financial armor today. Thanks for diving into this explainer with me, and I'll catch you on the next one.